wasn't able to win that same way because she started to play more aggressive, go for her shots a little bit more. So I wasn't too disappointed in myself. I just wish I made the adjustment a little bit quicker. Maybe it would have saved a little bit of future gray hairs or something.
Well, listen, you got out in straight sets, which was great. Second week in Australia, semis in.
The tennis world witnessed a truly unexpected moment at Indian Wells when rising star Alex Eala stunned fans and analysts alike with a remarkable performance against world number 4 Coco Gauff. What began as a match many expected Gauff to control quickly turned into one of the most talked about moments of the tournament. Even more surprising, after the match Gauff openly praised the 19-year-old, calling her the best player she had faced at the event. That statement alone sent shockwaves through the tennis community and highlighted just how impressive Eala's performance had been. To fully understand why this match.
Yeah, so back to your question, I really didn't want to win this way, but this is still a really big moment for me to be able to play on Stadium 1 of Indian Wells and against such a great competitor. I'm really grateful to be here. And
became such a big story. You have to look at the context leading into it. Gauff entered the third round of Indian Wells Open as one of the tournament favorites. Ranked among the very best players in the world, she has consistently demonstrated her ability to dominate matches with powerful ground strokes, exceptional athleticism, and strong mental toughness. Many fans expected her to advance comfortably. UST 2 weeks earlier, Gauff had defeated Eala in convincing fashion. That recent result made
the world. Yeah, correct. She's definitely one to watch, obviously because she's so good, but just for the atmosphere. You want to tune into her matches just to see what it's like on the court.
There's got to be like a little jealousy maybe from some of the women. That girl's coming in, she's not top 10, biggest star in the world.
Most observers believe the rematch would follow a similar pattern. On paper, the experience and ranking gap between the two players seemed too large to overcome. Gauff came out playing aggressively, immediately putting pressure on Eala. She won the first 2 games of the match and appeared completely in control. Her shots were sharp, her movement was fluid, and she dictated the early rallies with confidence. For spectators watching from the stands and fans following around the world, it seemed like the match was heading toward a routine victory for the American star. But tennis matches can change quickly. And what happened next surprised everyone. As the rallies continued, Eala began to settle into the match. Instead of becoming overwhelmed by the early deficit, she calmly adjusted her strategy. One of the key factors was her ability to adapt to the slower
physical here because the courts are so slow and the points are a little bit longer, and it's hard for me to hit a winner, and it's probably hard for them to hit a winner. So it's just being prepared to play a lot of awkward shots, a lot of long point
court conditions at Indian Wells. While the surface can sometimes favor players with patience and tactical variety, it requires excellent timing and consistency to take advantage of it. Gradually, she started returning more balls, extending rallies, and forcing Gauff to play extra shots. Instead of rushing for winners, Eala showed remarkable composure for someone so young. Her court awareness improved every game, and soon the momentum started shifting. What made this turnaround so impressive was the way Eala built her comeback point by point. She mixed up her shots, occasionally surprising Gauff with clever angles and unexpected changes of pace. Her movement around the court looked confident, and she seemed to grow stronger as the match progressed. The player who had looked dominant in the first few games now had to respond to a determined opponent who refused to back down. Every time Gauff tried to regain control of the rally, Eala answered with another precise shot or smart tactical adjustment. The first set quickly transformed from what looked like a comfortable start for Gauff into a showcase of Eala's resilience and skill.
On what I can control, yeah.
Alex, it was such a big difference from your last match with Coco, the tempo from the beginning. What kind of a strategy did you implement to turn the game around and to stay on top of her? And what did you think you did super well today?
I think my focus was really was a big point of my match today, and my strategy, as well as the intensity in my legs and the intensity I was able to produce to be aggressive. yeah, I took those learnings from the last match. I tried to do things differently, better on certain things I can control. I know that Coco is a great player, and she's really going to give you a hard time. So there's nothing much you can do about the other person playing well. So I tried to focus on what I could control. Yeah.
Hi, Alex. You have introduced a lot of people to the sport of tennis and coming to tournaments. What do you think tournaments can do to help sort of encourage new fans who are coming into a sport that they might not know about but are sort of interested in a specific player and want to sort of learn more about the sport?
Well, I love that it's not just myself that have been bringing in different and new demographics into the audience, into the sport. Personally, I think one of the ways, I'm not saying that I know everything, but I think one of the ways is for the tennis community in general to develop in certain countries where tennis is not as big as other sports, I would say. So speaking from my experience, tennis has grown so much in my country, right? And I think that really adds to the fact that that they come and they support me because tennis is so popular now, and so people are developing genuine interest in the sport. Another example of what I'm saying is in Australian Open, there were 4 women from Southeast Asia in the main draw, so that attracted, so it was Lanana, Mai, Janice, and myself, so that attracted another demographic that maybe was not so present.
After losing the first 2 games, the young Filipino star went on a remarkable run. She began winning game after game, frustrating Gauff with consistent returns and confident shot-making. Eala captured the first set, winning 6 of the final 7 games after the slow start. For fans watching the match, it felt like witnessing the arrival of a new force in women's tennis. The confidence she displayed against a top-ranked opponenta is extraordinary, especially given the expectations heading into the match. Very time Eala produced another impressive rally or clever winner, the excitement in the stadium grew. Even neutral fans began appreciating the quality of tennis on display. It wasn't just a lucky streak or a few fortunate points. Eala was genuinely outplaying one of the best players in the world. The first set alone would have been enough to make headlines, but the story didn't end there. As the second set began, Eala continued playing with the same determination. She started the set strongly, winning the...
In other years, or another example is my friend Zeynep. She's from Turkey. She's been pulling in a lot of Turkish people and from the Middle East. So I think if tennis is able to develop in those countries, as it will naturally grow the sport and naturally produce high level competitors. That's my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, Alex. I know every match is different, every tournament's different, but we're a year removed from that magical run you had in Miami. What did you gain from that you could apply here, either in terms of experience, technically, tactically, anything like that?
Yeah, I think that Miami run was really big. It was my biggest result. And I think that was kind of the spark that lit the fire. I learned so much from that week, and I'll always remember it as that. But there's so many things that have happened in between then and now that have added to how I've grown as a player and as a person. And I think one of the biggest things is maturity, experience, being able to surround myself consistently with this high of a level of tennis players and this high of a level of competition pushes me to be better. So I'm trying to find my limits and go past that, yeah.
Okay, any more English? Okay, one more. You got your hand raised? Yep.
I'm not sure if you saw the draw, but your next match is Noskova. What are your thoughts about that?
I have not thought about it yet. If I'm being completely transparent, I just got off the court. But Linda is an amazing player, very powerful, and even at such a young age, very experienced. So I'm excited. It's my first 4th round in Indian Wells, so I'm gonna go in with a good preparation and a lot of motivation. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do some native language now.
opening games and maintaining the momentum she had built earlier. Her confidence seemed to grow with every rally, while Gauff appeared to be struggling physically. And the match took a dramatic and unfortunate turn. Partway through the second set, Gauff began showing signs of discomfort. After a brief pause and consultation, it became clear that she was dealing with an injury that prevented her from continuing the match. Eventually, she made the difficult decision to retire. It was a disappointing end to what had been shaping up as an incredible battle. While Eala was already in a strong position to win, no competitor wants to see a match end due to injury. The crowd responded with understanding applause as Gauff left the court, recognizing both her effort and the circumstances that forced her withdrawal. Despite the unfortunate ending, the match fairness improved every game, and soon the momentum started shifting. What made this turnaround so impressive was the way Eala built her comeback point by point. She mixed up her shots, occasionally surprising Gauff with clever angles and unexpected changes of pace. Her movement around the court looked confident, and she seemed to grow stronger as the match progressed. The player who had looked dominant in the first few games now had to respond to a determined opponent who refused to back down. Every time Gauff tried to regain control of the rally, Eala answered with another precise shot or smart tactical adjustment. The first set quickly transformed from what looked like a comfortable start for Gauff into a showcase of Eala's resilience and skill. After losing the first two games, the young Filipino star went on a remarkable run. She began winning game after game, frustrating Gauff with consistent returns and confident shot-making. Eala captured the first set, winning 6 of the final 7 games after the slow start. For fans watching the match, it felt like witnessing the arrival of a new force in women's tennis. The confidence she displayed against